Cassia Faye Hayden. Welcome to my channel. I apologize that I haven't been, try to turn that a little bit, that I haven't been doing videos for a short while. There have been some unforeseen circumstances going on with my ability to film. One, my phone that I actually film on and edit my videos on has not been holding a charge. It dies on the charger multiple times a day. So it has been pretty much damn near impossible to get calls or messages, let alone try to film and edit and post. And then there's the fact that I have no lighting when it gets darker out. The house is currently lit by sunlight because it is currently daytime. But when it starts to get dark out, pretty much all I have to work with is 2 lanterns and a unicorn nightlight in the living room. So I have that problem with getting filming done. Because there is a looming video that I've been wanting to do for you guys, but it's going to take several days to get done, and even longer if I can only film it during the day. But, and again, with my phone getting cut out, dying every 5 minutes, you know, it's kind of hard to film when my phone isn't turned on. But anyway, there's that. And then there's been a lot of craziness going on. My neighbors have been pulling crap again, kind of making it difficult for me to have energy to film or do anything. And then it's not entirely them either. But then also I've been having break-ins. Someone keeps pushing in my AC in the kitchen and trying to come in, and they've actually broken in twice now. They didn't manage to actually get in the 3rd time, but this is the 4th time someone has tried to break in through one of my ACs. The first time it was in my bedroom, where thankfully the AC is caulked into the window, but they have figured out that there is no glass in the window in my kitchen, so they've been trying to break in through that window. And like I said, they managed to do it twice, but I have now secured the curtain so that the cats can't get out with nails. So it's making it harder for them to get in because the curtain's nailed down and they can't get past the curtain. They can push the AC in, but it doesn't go very far. So, you know, it's you know, propped up on on a shelf, and that is not for you. My cat's trying to steal formula I have here, and I don't know why my phone is acting glitchy. What is going on here? Okay, it stopped. I hope that doesn't do that. Alright, I apologize. I don't know why my phone was acting glitchy, and I don't know what, but and I do know why that it kicked me out. That pop-up that I don't know how to get rid of for an update that doesn't update, just pops up and shuts all my stuff off. I don't know how to get rid of that. I have been planning on sending my phone in, but I can't really send it in to get it fixed because I need it. So, yeah. But anyway, so they've been trying to push their way into the house with pushing the AC in, but when they push it in, it props against a shelf and a trash can full of grocery bags. And like because before the curtain wasn't secured, they could still get in. They got in twice. But stupid pop-up again. But anyway, but now the curtain's secured, so they can push in the AC, but they can't get in because the curtain is nailed down, so they can't get past the curtain. I'm sure they could if they wanted to bad enough, trying to cut through it. But then I could prove that somebody had cut through my curtain to get into my house. I think they're kind of counting on the fact that they think that it could look like the cats pushed it in. But I've seen every single one of my cats sitting on this AC all at once, and it still never has not fallen in. The back of the AC is this long to the sides, and and like again this long out, and it's that fat. And it's heavy. It's sticking out the window. The only thing holding it from falling out the window instead of in the window is the fact that I have it braced on the sides of the window. So with the accordion things, but there's no way anything could make it be pushed in unless it was human hands trying to break into my house. So the if something was gonna happen to make it fall, it would fall out my window. So obviously it's a person trying to break in, and I've actually seen the person breaking in. Um I've seen his face multiple times. The neighbors are trying to tell me it's not him. Claiming that he has multiple brothers that are identical to him. Uh-huh. Okay, because that's a thing that happens. I'm a twin. I know how that works. You can't have identical, like multiple identical siblings. That doesn't happen. Maybe one identical sibling, but multiple, that doesn't happen. It's not a thing. And I know what I saw. I know whose face I saw. The person has been harassing me for months, threatening me for months, stalking me for months, sexually harassing me for months. He let himself into my house multiple times after being told to stay out of my yard, before I started locking my door, even during the day. He will not stay out of my yard. He's stolen shit out of my yard. Like I said, he's threatened me. I've seen him physically attack and break the ribs of someone else just for hurting his feelings. And like I said, he threatened me. He sexually harassed me. He won't stay out of my yard. I've seen him in my windows. I found I found food packaging and a condom, a used condom, in my little garden patch underneath the window where the cats open the curtain to look out, where I've seen his face plastered against my window. And I know it's him. You know someone's face when you see it. I mean, obviously it's him, but they're like, "Oh no, it can't possibly be him." But, I'm trying to get along with them so they leave me alone, cuz even the neighbors have been terrorizing me since I moved in, trying to screw with me, blowing up my phone in the middle of the night while I'm sleeping, and banging on my walls, and people screaming outside my house, people revving engines next to my house, knowing what it does to me. After they overhear me saying something about it, they stop over next door and start revving their engine next to my house just to screw with me. I mean, it's crazy. And then on top of it, because the window wasn't properly secured prior to them breaking in, and I had just put the AC in, so they never tried to get out that window before until I put the AC in, and they figured out, oh, we can get out this window. So I put the AC in there, and the cats start sneaking out. Drago, my little Bombay with the blue collar, that's kind of derpy. Um, he looks like Merlin but younger. He's been gone for a little over a week now, because they ran out, and I can't. I've seen him come into the yard a few times, but excuse me, I can't catch him. And then And then, they just keep running out and running out and running out. Now I've got the window secured. So I'm hoping they stop getting out. I have actually caught one of my cats prying the nails. Don't ask me how. The the walls got to be pretty mushy from the rain in order for the cat to be able to pry nails out of the wall. And he's got to be pretty smart to think of it to do it. But I mean, don't ask me how. It must be pretty mushy. Like I can't think of any way a cat can pry nails out of a wall, but I've seen the cat pry the nails out of the wall. I did put in longer nails, like the ones I was using were about that long, but then I found nails in my house and I started putting in nails like that long. So he can't pry those ones out. But I'm like I said, I think the walls are just mushy from the rain because like the person who put the plastic up on that window did the shittiest plastic job I've ever seen. And it kind of rotted my wall a little bit. So yet another thing I need to fix. Um but and then so another issue. Now this has nothing to do with why I haven't been filming. But the running out and chasing after the cats, that's been wearing me out to make it hard for me to film. And then picking up after them because they've been completely trashing my entire kitchen trying to get through that window. Like everything off of every shelf, off of every surface that is anywhere near that window has been knocked over and trampled and smashed. And so I have picked up that kitchen 15 times in the last week. On top of going outside in the middle of the night, during the day, all night long, all day long, chasing them down, getting them back in the house, only to go out and do it all over again. Um, it's been a nightmare. And now, Albion, I went to put food out for Drago last night, hoping he'll come home. Albion ran out last night, and when he ran out, he took off down the road. So, I have not seen him, and I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna still keep trying to get them back in the house, but yeah. So now him and Drago are missing. Um, but oh man. But I do have good news. I do have good news. So, the reason why I was telling Mordred not to mess with this cup is because this cup has formula in it. And why the cup has formula in it is because Callie had her babies last night. See? There is positive behind every negative day. Always, always look for the positive. Yes, there is negative and it sucks and it's overwhelming and it's frustrating and it's bullshit and it wears us out and it wears us down and it pushes us over the edge sometimes. But there is positive in every day, and you've got to keep looking for the positive in every day because it's there. So yes, I got home after being out with Sam for Bella's graduation party, which was really nice. And I got to spend time with him afterwards, and we had a moment where we were kind of arguing over the floor in my house because I have been begging everyone I can think of to ask for help to get the carpet torn out so I can get the floor fixed since I moved in October. He thinks I'm being lazy and not doing it because I don't feel like it. I can't do it myself. And I have been begging everyone I can think of for help. And that's why he's frustrated with me about it. Would you frickin' behave? So that's why he's been frustrated with me about it, because he thinks I'm just being lazy and not getting it done. Well, what's really going on is I can't do it myself, or else it would have already been done. And I can't get anybody to help me do it. I need it done. I need it done. I can't get anything else done until the floor is done. No one will help me with anything else until the floor is done, and it's a health issue. So, it needs done. And once I get the floor done, then I can possibly get my stepdad to help me get the wiring fixed and possibly the roof fixed. And after that, it's the fun stuff that I get to fix. The stuff I want to fix to make it look pretty. It's then after that, it's not even like, yeah, I need new windows, and yeah, I need to do something to better secure that window, and we'll get that done. But after the major stuff that needs fixed, the roof, the wiring, the floor, then it's mostly just fun stuff, just remodeling, which I still can't afford, but I still want to get it done. But yeah, so he thought that I was just being lazy and just making promises to get it done and just not doing it, which if I could physically do it myself, it would have already been done. I can get the carpet squares from the rest of the house out by myself just fine. I can lift those. But the entire living room is one piece of carpet. I can't move that myself. I don't even know if it's secured down. It might be. So it probably will need somebody to remove it from the floor and then take it out. I don't have the strength to do that. Even if it's not secured down, I can't roll it up and drag it out. I don't have the strength for it. I'm 4'10" and crippled. If I could do it, it'd be done. but but yeah, so hopefully Sam will help me now that he understands the issue, because I was damn near at the verge of tears discussing it with him because I'm so frustrated about it. And I get his point. It does need done. And I understand how frustrating it is for him because he's worried about my health. He's worried about my cat's health. And I need to get a dog for my safety because of the break-ins. And his point with that is a very good point also. If I'm not healthy here and the cats aren't healthy here because of the floor, how healthy would a dog be here? But dog or no dog, the carpet's got to get done. It's got to be torn out. But yeah, so there's that problem. But so I've got so much crazy shit going on right now that's just super overwhelming and just seems like it never seems to end. But and there he is messaging me back. He's he was probably getting some filming done or something. Oh, he's trying to help me name the boy. There's 6 kittens, and all of them are females except for the boy, except for the ginger. And I have overused Albion and Atlantis and Avalon a little bit too much. Obviously I can't rename Albion right now because I still have an Albion as long as he comes back. But so so I've been trying to think of names for the little boy, and I thought Mango sounds good because I like mangoes. They're orange and he's orange. Mango sounds good. And he's like teasing me. He's like I said, Ginger Al for Albion. Or call him Schwippy. Ginger Ale in German means whip maker. And he says, I call Black and White 007 and Jane Bond. I'm kidding for for being serious, but maybe I would. He comes up with the most adorable, like, silly cat names, and he's been having me, like, reeling with jokes about cat names, like, all week. But I don't know. I think I like Mango. He probably would like Mango too, because mangoes are good for you. And yeah, but I was thinking because there's two black and white tuxedos, and they're both girls. I was thinking, I've named kittens this before, but they passed away. And it's been long enough to where it's not a problem for me anymore. Sometimes you just need to take time before naming something, another cat the same name as another cat, like in honor of that previous cat. But I mean, if it's too soon, it'll hurt. But if it's not too soon, it's more in memoriam. Um, but I'm thinking Oreo and Cookie for the twins, and I'm thinking there's one that's like a gray calico, like a Russian blue calico. Russian blue, but with white and orange on it too. So like Callie, but instead of black, it's gray. So there's that one. I'm thinking Crystal for that one. I know I've had a Crystal before, but it's been a long time since I had her. And it just feels and looks right for that kitten. And then there's another one that's a Russian blue flame point that I'm going to name Sage after the Sage I just lost. And then there's the runt that's black, and I'm thinking I'm in my last black female, which was Bombay. Oh my god, she was gorgeous. Her name was Astra Projecta. Astra for short. Um, but I'm thinking maybe Ebony or Noir. But my friend Lindsay, she pointed out that she prefers Noir because I love French. I taught myself French when I was like when I was like 10. I think that might be Simba and Drago's daddy outside. Um, so I'll try to rush this up real fast so I can try to get him back in. But yeah, so there's that, and I kind of feel like Ebony is a little bit overused, but I think Noir, which is French for black, obviously Ebony means black too. Um, I think that would kind of be perfect for her. So I think we have our names, and but I'll when they're bigger, because like I said, they're not even a full day old yet. They were born last night. The last one was born at like 2 o'clock in the morning. So um yeah, so and that one was the little Russian blue calico. um but but yeah, I don't really want to pick them up too much right now when they've not even been like a whole day old yet, and be showing them to the camera, because that's a little bit too soon. Maybe next week I'll do a video where I show them to you guys. And this, I know it's Sunday. And I know on Sundays I try to get you guys a devotional video with communion, and I know I haven't been doing that either. Like I said, there's been so much going on. Also, contrary to popular belief, my toe is in fact broken. Sam thinks it's not broken. I think I convinced him last night that finally that it is. Because okay, um, when I heard and felt it crack. I heard it crack, and the pain shot all the way up to my hip. And then it went numb all the way up to my hip, and my toe started to change colors, and it was clearly misshapen. Um, and then I went in because I was pretty sure it was broken. They did an X-ray, which they claimed on the when they told me about the X-ray, um, that it didn't look broken, but they weren't 100% sure. Um, because apparently they don't know how to read an x-ray. So so they're like, well, we think that it's just bruised, but because you heard a crack and because we're not 100% sure it's not broken, we're going to treat it like it's broken. So I'm like, okay, so I'm going to get a toe splint. Cool. So they come in, the girl comes in, no splint, but she tapes my toes, which isn't as good as a toe splint, but, and this is something you can do at home. So I didn't even need to go in for that. I could have done that at home. Just bought some tape from the dollar store and called it good. um, so, which is right down the road from me. So, yeah. And then she did the worst job I've ever seen of taping toes. I've never seen someone tape toes so bad in my life. It wasn't even holding the toes together. That's the whole point of taping toes, is to splint the toe against the other toe so that the toe is technically splinted. I had to redo it, which, you have to retape it every couple of days anyway to make sure. You should do it every day, but to make sure that it's not falling off, and to clean your toes because they're gonna get gross if you don't clean your toes. They do start to smell if you don't clean them, because it's feet sweat and it's gross. So common sense, you still have to clean your toes with the rest of your feet. Probably more because you've got tape around your toes. But anyway, so I've had them taped properly for the last month. I have been skipping church, I have been skipping yoga, I have been skipping choir. 3 things I desperately want to go to because I have to walk there, and on top of it, with with the yoga, you have to be on the toe. And then with church, most of it is done standing up. And then you, after the service, where you're standing up most of the time because of singing and all kinds of different stuff, then you're trying to get out to leave, and like, well, you don't even really have to leave, but if you're socializing, you're not sitting down while you're socializing. You're standing propped up against your walker talking to everybody and you're still on your foot. It's nobody's fault. I'm a talker. As we know, I'm a talker. But so in order to prevent my foot from getting worse and allowing it to heal, I've been skipping church and skipping yoga and skipping choir so that I can let it heal. I want to go, but I have to walk there, and it's just too much on top of walking there. It's just too much stress on my toe. So I've been skipping it. Now, a couple of weeks ago, Sam had to replace his brakes. So his brake pads. And he did that himself. So I went over there and the tape started falling off, and I noticed my toe was turning purple, so I removed it. And he's like, just keep the tape off. I think it's the tape that's making it hurt so much. And I'm like, no, I don't think that's it, but I will give it a shot for you, just to prove to you that that's not what it is. Because he genuinely believes, because that's what the nurse said, that it's not broken. Now, I looked at the x-ray on my chart, and I know how to read a bone x-ray to see whether or not something is broken or not. I was raised, well, I wasn't raised by my mom, but when she went through medical school, I was basically her flashcards, and shockingly, despite the fact that she went through the college and she did the job, I retained more of it than she did. But children retain stuff a lot easier when they're what they learn as kids than what they learn as adults. So that kind of explains it. However, I looked at the x-ray, and you could clearly see, clear as day, there was no mistaking it. My toe is broken. It's not jutting out of the skin, which is why they thought it's not broken, but it's broken. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, so I took the tape off for that one day. And I was like, he was like, oh, the tape might be cutting off circulation. And I'm like, you could make a good point. I know I'm not making it tight enough to cut off circulation, but it's worth a try just to prove to him that that's not what it is. So I took the tape off for the whole day, and like hours later, hours later, like this was in the middle of the day when I took it off. Hours later, it's already dark out. It's probably like 10, 11 o'clock at night. I go to the bathroom and I nudge the door open, barely even touch the door with my foot. And a pain shoots all the way from my toe all the way up to my hip just from nudging the door. Now with the tape on, that doesn't happen. And this is hours after I had the tape off. So it wasn't circulation from the tape. It wasn't caused by the tape. It was the toe. It's the injury, obviously. So so I nudge the door open and pain shoots up my leg. I then tell him about it and explain to him I'm putting the tape back on. And then last night, after I had already told him that like a week ago, um, he's all like, it's the tape. It's not your toe, it's the tape. I'm like, honey, it's not the tape. The tape was not on my toe when I heard it nudging the door open. It hurts less with the tape on than it does with the tape off. The tape is what's making it not hurt. So, I don't remember what we were talking about. And it's not that he's just like trying to make sure I'm not being hypochondriac is basically what it is. He's just trying to make sure that I'm not losing it. You know, he's not trying to be an asshole. He's not an asshole at all. He is just trying to make sure, because I have tendencies to like over analyze my medical stuff, and just kind of try to diagnose myself, because I've have that medical history that I kind of can, and I know my body better than any doctor, and they don't listen. And he thinks that because I do that, I'm being hypochondriac, which I can see where he gets that from. I can completely understand that, because if I'm from the outside looking at me, I'd probably be like, yeah, she's kind of acting like a hypochondriac. So it's not him. He's just trying to help. So, I don't remember what we were talking about last night, but we were talking about something that would have involved him tapping the top of my slipper, to make his point. And he wasn't thinking about which foot he was doing it to when he did it. He wasn't trying to hurt me. It wasn't intentional at all. And thankfully, I have the tape on my toe, so it didn't hurt as much as it could have if I didn't have the tape on my toe. So, so he's sitting there on the couch next to me, and he's talking to me about whatever this was, and I don't remember what it was. But I basically remember his reaction when I told him that he should have done it to the other foot. But so he taps the toe of my slipper, and I'm like, yeah, but you maybe should have like done that to the other the other foot, because of my toe. And he's like, oh, did I hurt you? And I'm like, not really that bad. It's okay. I have the tape on it so it doesn't hurt as much. And he's like, I think it's the tape. And I had to explain to him again, it hurts less with the tape on and it hurts more with the tape off. If he'd done it with the tape off, it would hurt more. It's not healing. It's definitely not a bruise. It would have been healed by now. It possibly could have been a sprain, but I heard it crack. I felt it crack. A sprain would still take a while to heal. But like I said, I saw the X-ray. It was clear. It's clearly broken. So I tried to explain to him, and I think he gets it now that it is in fact, my foot is still injured. I don't think he believes me that it's broken, but I think he now believes me that my foot is still injured. Explaining to him that with the tape off, it still hurts, but with the tape on, it hurts a lot less. So I think he understands now. He, like I said, he was not trying to be mean about it or anything. He was just trying to make sure I'm not being hypochondriac. He was trying to help. And like I said, the whole thing with tapping my foot, that had nothing to do with my toe. I think at the moment he had actually completely forgotten about my toe and was just trying to make a point about what it was we were talking about. And again, I don't remember what we were talking about. I think I was more focused on the toe to remember what we were talking about. But yeah, he was just trying to help. And I think he understands now that it is still injured, that it's not the tape, that it just really is just still injured. But anyway, I wanted to do a video to explain to you guys why I haven't been doing videos lately. And, you know, just tell you guys, bear with me. I'm going to keep doing videos. I'm not giving up on you guys. Just sometimes with my health and other situations, sometimes I've got to take a small hiatus from it. Despite the fact, even when I'm doing it, I really still want to be putting out videos. It's not that I don't want to, or that I'm being lazy about it, or giving up on you guys. I'm still going to put out videos. I'm still going to put out more videos of the self-care stuff. I have it out over here on my little shelf here, my little, my counter, my TV counter. It's there. It's all set up and prepared to do another video for it. I've been struggling to get the phone working and the lighting and my energy, and it's just been hard. And I appreciate when you guys bear with me and stay subbed to me even when I'm struggling to put out videos. I desperately appreciate it. And I mean, again, another issue that for why I haven't been doing videos lately too is I know you guys want fidget videos. I know you guys love the fidget videos and the hauls. This month I couldn't do any fidget videos or hauls because prior to the sketchy stuff happening that I'm about to tell you, another sketchy thing. I know. Like I said, my life the last month has been like, wow. Just saying. But anyway, so prior to this thing happening, I knew I wasn't going to be able to afford to do any hauls this month because I was already so overdrafted to begin with that I was only going to be able to afford my bills this month. And then someone took like $70 worth of money and overdraft fees out of my net spend. And that's not even the bad part. So I had to have that shut off, and NetSpend does not return your money. So that sucks. They'll let you overdraft up to almost $200 sometimes. It's supposed to only be $100. Sorry, I'm waving my hand at the camera constantly. I have flies in here. I need to get rid of them. And the rest of the hand gestures are just hand gestures because ADHD. My brother talks with it. My twin talks with his eyes. He's all like, "Hey, Mom, guess what?" And I'm all like, I'm hand gestures and he's eyes. but but anyway, so like they will not give you your money back. All they'll do is cancel your card and send you a new one. So that is taken care of. Thank God that was the one that had little taken out of it. $70 is still bad, but it's not as much as it could have been. It could have been worse. It could have been a lot more. I'm glad it was only $70 and my card is shut off and I'm getting a new one. Yeah. I'm not happy they won't return my money. Would be nice if they would, but at least it was very little and it's already shut off and sending me a new one. Now, the one I was concerned about, which did return my money, is my Huntington. Someone overdrafted like $500 from my including overdraft fees from my Huntington. $500. So, thankfully, Huntington returns the money. And because we could figure out where this one came from, the other one seemed to, whoever did it from the net spend had, for some reason, obviously they clearly intended on taking more out, because why would you do this unless they had every intention of draining my account? That's the only reason that you would do this. They hooked my card to their Google account and were making Amazon purchases through Google on my card. Now, I don't have my cards hooked to my Google account because I don't want to accidentally push a button on my game and have my game charge my card when I'm already overdrafted from trying to keep the channel running. Right? Right. So, yeah. With the Google, with the Huntington though, whoever did this on my Huntington, all the charges were made in Miami. I haven't been out of the state in like, Sam did the math and it was like 23, 24 years when my parents went on vacation to Florida and the Bahamas. That's the last time I've been out of the state. So obviously it wasn't me. I don't leave the state and I live off of $600 some a month. So why would I be making purchases in Florida? Yeah, I wouldn't be able to have the health or the finances to go to Florida. It just wouldn't happen. But anyway, so whoever was stealing money out of my Huntington account was all the way in Florida. So I'm sure they're going to be like, "Oh, this clearly wasn't her." But they already returned the money before even looking into it. They've canceled the card. That's coming in the mail. So it's taken care of. But I still can't pay my Verizon bill. I got my energy bill done. But I still can't pay my Verizon bill until I get my new card. Even though the money is back, I can't spend it until I get my new card. So obviously there won't be any hauls this month, maybe next month. And I apologize. I know you guys love the hauls and I love doing the hauls for you, and I know sometimes I can't afford the hauls. But I do my best to get them out to you guys. That's why I overdraft every month, because I'm trying to keep the channel going. So, yeah, it's for you guys. But anyway, yeah, so I apologize. I haven't been doing videos lately, and those are my reasons. And we have, like I said, we have good news because we have kittens. We have kittens. Beautiful, adorable, sweet little kittens. And Kelly's being such a good mommy. I keep feeding the runt, and, yeah, when she hears the runt, she's all like a good mommy. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. like a good mommy. She comes hearing the baby meow, because it's like, I want my mom. I don't want this in my face. I want my mom. It is eating good though. So it's so small. I've been having to, like I said, the formula, I've been having to help feed it to make sure it's getting enough food, because she's got 6, and then there's the itty bitty runt. There's no way it's gonna get its way in there. So, help her out a little bit, feed the runt, and she's been trying to help me feed it, because she's like, why is it crying, is it okay? And I'm like, it's okay, honey, look, it's just milk. So I let her sniff it, I let her lick it. I'm like, look, it's just milk, I'm just feeding your baby, I'm just helping you feed your baby. You go back, take care of your other babies, I'll give you your baby in a minute. We just gotta get some food in your baby, and then you can have it back. But she's being such a good mommy today. I think the last time, the only reason why she was kind of abandoning her babies is because she had them at Sam's house, and then we transferred her and them here, and then she was like, what is going on? Because I had just moved in, and yeah, so she was probably like, what is going on? So she just gave up on them, and yeah. So she's doing so much better, just like she always has with kittens before. She's being an excellent mom. She has not left them other than when I'm feeding that one kitten. And she's eating good. She's got water right next to the stroller. I have the stroller right next to my coffee table. That's what I use for them to give birth in, because I can move it around the house. I can take it outside if I need to. And it's not like most like baby strollers. It's basically a fabric box with cushion. And I put extra cushions in it. I put extra blankets over it, so I can change it when it gets kind of messy, because giving birth is messy and wet. So yeah, it's a good spot for them to give birth. And then I do have my my little kitten apron out. It's fuzzy. It's a little bit warm for the summer, but it's fuzzy for them to be comforted, because it kind of feels like mom. But you put the kittens in the apron to transfer them wherever you need to go. So that's useful. But yeah, she's got a bowl of food in with her right now. She's snuggled up around all 6 of her babies right now. She's got a bowl of water on the table right next to the stroller. I have the kitten apron on top of the stroller. She's good to go, and she's just doing excellent. Now, she's not the only one I have that's pregnant either. So, well, was pregnant. She was pregnant until last night. So, oh, come here, love bug. Oh, this beautiful girl right here is beautiful, beautiful black calico. This is my Spell, my little Spell. And the reason I named her Spell is because I don't know how many of you have seen Charmed, but she kind of reminds me of like a white lighter, because she's got she's black with all these little orange spots all over her, so it kind of looks like she kind of looks like a white lighter, all the little white orbs around her. Or like, if you remember the episode where Paige accidentally dyed her hair red by blowing up a potion in her face, like, she does kind of look like little potion splatters all over her fur, So that's why I named her Spell. She's my little white lighter. Yeah. So she's pregnant right now. And if you noticed when I lifted her up, her belly is kind of like lacking fur. But keep in mind, I live in a trailer, which is basically a microwave in the summer. It's a metal box. Granted, I have 3 ACs. I don't have them currently on right now because it's not cold in here. It's not warm in here, but it's kind of like perfect. So I don't need the ACs on right now. But because it rained last night. But anyway, so it's like summer out right now, and I live in a microwave, and she's primarily black and pregnant. I fully understand why she pulled all her hair out of her stomach. Callie didn't, because she has mostly white on her stomach. So it's not as bad for her, but I mean, she's not being cared for properly. It's not a flea issue. There's nothing wrong with her. It's just she's pregnant, she's black, and and it's warm out. So she's preparing so she doesn't have to deal with the fact that her belly is already above 98.6 because she's got babies in there. On top of the fact that it's warm out the majority of the time, and she's black. I 100% understand why she ripped out all her fur. Every time she has summer babies, she does this. She doesn't do it when she has babies in the cooler months. She only does it when she has babies in the summer months. So it's definitely an issue with the heat. And I get it. It'll grow back. She'll be okay. um, like I said, it's just too warm for her. So she just rips it all out and then has the babies, and then it grows back, and you know, it's no big deal. So in case you guys saw her belly, I wanted to explain she's not sick. She doesn't have fleas. There's nothing wrong with her. It's just she rips it out cuz she's warm. So anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. I hope I explained everything that I'm dealing with right now enough for you guys to understand why I haven't been getting videos out, and that I do intend to get out more videos. Like, really just bear with me. And for those of you who can't stand me droning on and on and on and on and on about the crap that I'm dealing with, I apologize, because I know how I get. But you know, like, sometimes I just feel like I have to get one of these out for you guys, so you guys know what's going on with me, so you guys understand that I'm not leaving you. I'm not being lazy. I'm not ignoring you. It's just sometimes stuff just comes up. So, and again, I really wanted to tell you guys about my kittens. So, you know, there's this frustrating stuff, and then there's kittens. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Keep bearing with me. I will get videos out to you guys as much as I can, as soon as I can. And I very much appreciate all of your guys' support and continued views and continued subscriptions. I appreciate you guys so much, because honestly, I wouldn't be where I am at with this channel as it is if it wasn't for you guys. If you guys weren't sticking with me, I would have given up years ago, thinking that nobody cares about my channel. I really would have. Because I'm insecure like that. But thank you guys so much for helping me keep going. I appreciate you. And I feel very appreciated myself when you guys stick with me, and you know, just be patient with me and let me get my videos out without leaving me. Again, thank you guys so much, and have a beautiful day. And remember, you guys are always enough. You are always loved. You are always appreciated. And I don't care who tells you otherwise. Don't ever listen to negativity like that. Always, always remember that someone loves you, someone appreciates you, and you are always enough. Okay? and just keep taking every day, one day at a time, and doing you and being the beautiful person that you are. Thank you. Bye bye.